So the FREDA, Mid-Columbia Library in FREDA has a updated increments on the child services. We got the young readers section, which is characterized from G23 all the way to G18, G20, which is below G19. And these have the most updated pre-meted updated series for the national and also the observance of confrontations of the reading skills. This has Baron Tate, Counting Catherine, Mary Kelman, Andrew Jackson, and also the Princess Pocahontas. They have Manny B. and also Nelson, Jack London, Darla Winch, Looking Back, Nelson Mandela, Mama Africa, Jack London, and Weather for Green. They have The Woman Who Broke the Rules. All Women Who Broke the Rules by a Cruel Boy Who Was Harnessed. And also, What Do You Do with a Voice Like That? And Barton Tate, and also the Michael Jackson and Andrew Jackson, The Making of America, Manny B., and also Chasing Space, Young Readables Edition, Looking Back in the Book of Memories, and also the Water for Green, also Weather and Ransom. And on the adjacent side, opposite direction, yeah, one at 3 o'clock, 1 at 6 o'clock, at His Watchful Eye. And this is a series of His Watchful Eye. This is by the author of Well Moral Sleep, 2002 Christian Award winner. Excellent Christian fiction, riveting Christian Hitler Germany, Pastor Joe. And then Joseph Shoemaker introducing the Will Moral Sleep book of the Songs in the Night series. This young second Lieutenant Colonel Reich is loyal to the altar of the Hitler Youth Movement. This is Wednesday, September of 2019. This is Wednesday, September 6th of 1944, chapter 36. Mr. Curry unusual tracking himself down. This is a aftermath. Willie brought supplies every week. Stayed the day, stayed at times. Did chores, mostly followed madly around the house pet. Also smelling and watching for that watching area. Mandy did not come, and that's Mandy. Amber and Mandy did not come to the attentions to clearly uncomfortable if Willie was around. Wolfie came with the sheep, and the sheep came with the pen. And Conrad said, well, the guard is up. The brother has twisted his mind. Also, the boy delighted killing himself. Now, this is a chores that partake in more securities on projects. He focuses thoughts and concerns on the cabin, pasture, and shoemaker. Placed on shoulders of one great burden, I imagine the daily struggle, both within and without, from Conrad's and accessories of righteousness that get in his way, and also pertaining on the training skills and also accessory skills. They pretty much had a busy updated as well, along with the chores. People were in his way. And this is the city. This is provisions were becoming increasingly hard to come by in the city. City is not important before which I'm called the Watchful Eye. And this is Jack Kavanaugh, chapter 40. And this is the same sequence of the same date of today. September 12th versus September 'It is a tunnel and electrician. The tunnel and electrician and Mr. Jack Kavanaugh. Wicked rose within him, proud to could, benignant but nothingless. It's a good series, but should give you a ride. It's a watchful eye raised by church recruits and realtors used in the parts of the chaos and movements of the young righteous groups. And this is the author of Will Mortal Sleep, 2000 Christian, and this is the Lamppost book. And as a small band, Christian strives to make difference against the might and the power of the Third Reich. Now, this is the same Reich that took the Red Army down, which is the USSR, where the Russian President Putin's son was killed and lowered at Mueller's funeral home, exposed to the community, drove his dead body in a trunk in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Freda, Pasco, Richland, Pasco, and also downtown Quincy, and also the facilities of all potato plants, Lamb Weston plants, called Tater Boy. And this was Putnam's son, and this is the Third Reich. Also, some hands inside the refrigerator at Starbucks, putting their hands cut up and leaving in the refrigerator for people to watch and see what happens to their predecessors. As you see, Mr. Donald Trump, he's a really busy man. As you can see, he's chasing down Felix Barela over at the Red Robin at the Davenport Hotel. Even so, they call the units as Davenport Hotel. Los Stapos over at the I-90. As you can tell, Mr. Donald Trump has legalities. He likes the hot water, sauna, jacuzzi, the swimming pool access, also activity at the back of the mansion area of Queensgate. He's moderated with the plantation in form of George Washington's fond Oval House. The Pentagon, as you can see, the double depth liners, concrete liners at Mueller's Funeral Home, Frank Kamusko and Rhonda Kaiser at 801 Pioneer Way. Crematorium is also pulled the fleas and access. It doesn't leave like that usually. You know Felix, right? You know him as an individual man of Roberta Barela, and for the fact I have him, I take care of Roberta Barela. I lost sanction with Mr. and Mrs. And then there's no more Mrs. no Mr. and Mrs. because Felix Barela's putting her in a cremator as we speak. And that's Fabian Barela. He's about 420 pounds. He's an abscess, fat, an obnoxious individual, self-centered individual. He's about 3 years old, and he's around 90 years old. And he has no teeth because he beats up all these bikers and individuals messing with Felix Barela. He's kind, easy individual, chauffeur's license, law processing, business license, all that. He's quite a complimented man. Hands all the money to Fabian Barela, and hopefully Fabian will straighten out and move in love with his life. But me witnessing it being Mr. Donald Trump, Prime Minister Jason and Amy Traeger and Jay Mueller at Garfield, Fulham Park, and also Mr. Marshall, where they jumped to at the Wash Tub Willies. Oh, and also administration office at Highlands Middle School on Tweed Street, and also administration office. He doesn't leave like that unless he just leaves. For the simple fact, never to come back. And it's shocking to me. Predecessors like this from the Florida states, where they have shenanigans, and also the Aztec bar at the Spokane states. They have flimmerizing individuals that partaking. He doesn't leave like that because He's not the class of individual just to leave and broadcast you on front news and letting you know for the fact you are on the accessory behind lines of public distribution areas. And we simply have Social Security number, the Social Security office, and he's at the Social Security office actually. He's over at the DoubleTree. And yeah, that's Andy Mueller, and that's Mr. Madison. Madison he's fired. I'm Donald Trump actually. He does not work for the services no more at all. Since the gauge blowout Social Security officer was overridden from the Kennel Command, that's Mr. Todd Story at the Sheriff's Unit, Jails Unit, and he's premier criminals, convicts, murderers, transvestites, murders, has-beens, murder. That's what I got. Let me excuse Mr. Donald Trump. He's pretty out of steam, as you can see. He's in quite the visual. Pretty much self-explanatory. That's a sad thing. Maybe you shouldn't watch Felix make out with the Vok. And this is the baby section. Since we got a new born in the house, there it is. It's in Spanish. And as you see, this transparency of delusional dysfunctional and as tuned as the number as in B. Barela. And this is Barela, the section Barela. And this is the last of the delusional processing for services being translated to in Spanish. This is the wall. And this is the White House in consideration on the west side soil, or west side, and also on the front lawn. This is page 65, as it says in Spanish, but it says in English. This is the Hong Kong transaction accounts, and this is by James Peters in 2001. Does this petition's work on page 65? And you know this is in Spanish. It's quite an individual. Just let, since he's cross-country running, he likes the swimming pool, list utilities, also the assessment for the grunt towers from Canada all the way to Newport, Panda Walks, Commissary Food Court, Simon's Mall. You have all these options available for the children in this section. And this is the Third Reich section. They all come in colors, dates, and forms. Even so, George Washington stated that she was a year. Wait, I'm 7 and then she's 6. We don't talk to individuals of that nature. She's trying to take over the system, as you can tell. You're the echo, the past and the future. We got a story in the background, and it's on the plot right there, George Washington house. She's a little girl, and she still runs around activities. And, she comes to the fence line. She goes, Felix, your brother. Could I talk to you? Can I have any? And then the guy that's behind her has a shovel or a gun. Yeah, can we talk to you? And he comes to the fence line and he sits there and tries to swing on him. Hits him with a shovel, hits him with a crowbar, hits him with the knife, tries stabbing the knife. And this guy's that gypsy joker, Hell's Angel Mongol that ran from the highway into the overpass, all the way into the apple orchards, all the way into the underground system, which is a gold mine. It's a gold mine, actually. It's a foundation of gold mine. And they're putting his footprints all over his face and smashing his face into the, smashing his skull into the apple, into the soil, in a strawberry patch. And she was, well, I'm 7 and she's 8 or 9. Can I talk to you? Can I play with you? Can we have a little conversation? Sure. Make a little conversation.